What's going on, guys? It's Emmanuel back here on iMan Lifestyles, and today I'm going to help you fellas out and the 3 or 4 girls that watch my channel, because today I'm going to show you 4 tips that are going to elevate your picture taking game 100-fold. Okay, you're going to look way better in photos by the end of this video, and number 4 is the most important tip, so make sure you stay tuned for that. In today's world, we have social media, cameras, technology. You know, you're taking photos, you're sharing with your friends, you're sharing with your family. And if you're someone that's camera shy, this is kind of an uncomfortable time to be in because, I mean, let's face it, whether you're in the background of a group photo or you have to take a LinkedIn photo or even a photo for like a badge at work, you're going to have to be in a photo at some point. And I would hate for you to have to be uncomfortable or worse, take a photo you don't like, right? So it's my job as somebody who's been modeling for the past 4 or 5 years and has worked on posing and knows a little bit here about pictures and has grown an Instagram page to over 1,000 followers, it's my job to help you take the best possible photo that you can, showing off your best features so that you can shine. Whether you're someone who loves the camera and would marry it, or someone who would much rather never see a camera as long as they continue to live. So when you're first starting out taking pictures, I know when I first started out as a model, the photographer took anywhere from 50 to 100 plus photos, and the reason we did that is not because we enjoyed taking photos. I mean, we did, but the real reason is that we were trying to find my look, right? And in trying to find your look, there's a couple of things you have to do, which is why all those repetitions were necessary. And the first thing that we had to do was posing. And that's because the first thing that we needed to do was find out what was my signature pose, right? If you look at a lot of the photos that are on my page for social media, whether it's runway, print, test shot, portfolio, etc. A lot of those photos look very similar, identical, unless the photographer told me to do something very specific that is outside of what my normal is. Other than that, most of those photos look very similar because that repetition, I like how I look in those poses. It's consistent. I know how to do them and I've practiced them. The reason you want to find your 3 to 5 signature poses is because photography is marketing, right? You want to be able to show off your best features, whether that's if you have, for example, on the side, you have a sharper jawline, or you're in the gym, you're a little more muscular, or you're someone who's shorter and you want to be seen as taller. But if there's things about you that you want to accentuate, let's say your facial features are a certain way, you have a unique smile, whatever the thing is for you, you need to figure out what poses accentuate that feature for you and look good in photos. That's going to translate, and the more you do that consistently over time, you're going to notice the large majority of your photos generally just look better over time. So posing kind of leads into that second aspect of finding your signature poses, because you need to now work on what is your unique facial expression, right? So I'll give you an example. You could be someone who you smile a lot, so you're happy, sad, mysterious, or stoic. You could even do like a surprise. Whatever it is for you, you need to figure out what that is. So for example, for my photos, a lot of the time when we're doing runway, they want us to have more of a stoic look about us, right? So there's not going to be so much smiling like you would for commercial or print, like it was a JCPenney commercial, for example. So when you're runway, you're going to have a lot more of that stoic look, but your eyes are going to still have expression. So one of the things they have us do a lot is schmizing. So that's where you have that solemn look. Your eyes are still communicating almost like a smile. So if you were to cover your face, it might look like you're smiling, but when you bring it back, it has that almost main character looking off in the distance effect, right? So you have to figure out what works best for you. For some people, it's the smile. For some people, it's a smirk. For some people, it's a smize. For some people, it's looking happy. It's looking sad. It's looking mysterious. It's looking stoic. Whatever it is, experiment around, practice some things, try what works best for you, and then once you find it, stick with it. Tip number 3 is going to be lighting. Okay, lighting is essential to making sure that your photos come out as perfect as possible, right? And I'm actually going to give you a little test that I want you to try. What I want you to do is walk into your bedroom or any room that has a window that allows natural light to come into it. Then what I want you to do is, with the natural light coming this way, I want you to face this way and take a selfie, right? Then I want you to face the natural light, take another selfie. I can guarantee you 10 out of 10 times, the picture that you took like this, where the light is hitting you and you're not taking it into the light, is going to look way better, because that natural light coming off, it's going to illuminate your face. It's going to give it a natural soft glow. That's a lot of the times when you see those light skin hour, That's what they're doing. They're just using the light to their advantage, hit their smolder, and take that photo. So if when you're taking a photo, whether it's natural light, studio lighting, your friend's flashlight on the back of their iPhone, whatever the case may be, when you're taking a photo, make sure that the light is facing you and you are not facing the same direction the light is going, or projecting, I should say. We've talked about your posing. We've talked about your facial expressions. We've even talked about lighting. This is tip number 4. This is the most important tip. When at the beginning of the video, I told you this was the most important tip. That's because, just like in real estate, location, 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 okay? Tip number 4 is about the rule of thirds. Where are you supposed to be in the photo? As you've noticed, while I've made this video, I've always been in this right third of the video. Now, could I easily have chose to be in the left third of the video and say the same things? Yes. Why did I choose the right one? It's simpler for me. It's the one that I like. But what you did notice is I am not directly in the middle. The reason for that is by picking a third, either this one or the other one, it adds a bit of creativity, and in your mind, it sparks something, right? It sparks something within you that says, that's different, that's interesting. As human beings, we're used to symmetry and patterns. So if you're throwing that off a little bit, it's going to make your mind think that there's something more there, which is why a lot of photographers, videographers, movie directors, editors, they use this rule. So combine that posing, facial structure, and the lighting with the rule of thirds, your photos are already 10, if not 20 times better than they were before. I'm actually going to throw you guys one more tip just because I really want to see those photos that you take pop, shine, and become what they really need to be for you. All right, the 5th and bonus tip that I'm going to throw at you guys kind of piggybacks off of the 4th one, which is location-based, and that is your posture. You want to make sure when you're taking your photos, you elongate your neck, you put your shoulders back, pull your chest out, have that confident posture, right? Because when you're taking these photos, it's a still shot. Okay, you have to communicate the emotion through how you are. So if you're someone who's slouched down and you have your head forward, if you were to take a screenshot of this, it doesn't look as confident as if you were to take a screenshot of this photo, right? These are two very different photos, all because my posture, I elongated my neck, spread my shoulders, poke my chest out a little bit, and I'm holding a confident frame. So if you put those 5 things together, your photos are going to be 100-fold better, I promise you. And the more you practice doesn't make perfect, but practice does make progress. And that's the end of the video, y'all. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you follow those 4 and 5 bonus tips associated with elevating your picture-taking game, your photos are going to be better. You're going to see your likes go up. Your comments are going to go up. Your story views are going to go up. People are going to say, wow, that's a really nice photo. And then if you tie putting your style into the outfits that you're posing in, oh, baby, Vogue will be knocking at your door before you know it, right? So if this video helped you like I know it did, go ahead and drop a like down below. Comment which one of these tips you don't do or didn't know about. And then share this with a friend, okay? There's going to be times to go to parties. There are going to be times to take photos. Why not absolutely blow everybody away with how good you take photos, right? That'll definitely get you invites. Okay, so like I said, go ahead and drop that like down below, comment, share this with a friend, and until next time, I'm Emmanuel here at iMan Lifestyles, where we strive and aim to make your life better, more fashionable, and easier to navigate. Peace.